Well, turning now to some other news in California, the grim search continues today for more victims of that state's most destructive wildfire. The confirmed number of dead right now standing at 25, but officials do fear they may find more bodies.
14 additional bodies were located, or the remains of 10 people were recovered from the Paradise area. Of those, 7 individuals were found in homes, and 3 individuals were found outside of homes.
Anthropologists and a mobile DNA lab have been called in to help identify human remains recovered from the rubble in the town of Paradise. Flames roared through that community on Friday, destroying almost every home. 110 people remain unaccounted for. Officials are holding out hope that many are in fact safe, but just have no way of contacting their loved ones. Well, further south near Los Angeles, 2 other major fires are burning. 2 people have died in those fires, and the flames have forced 150,000 residents out of their beachside community of Malibu. Let's get more now from that part of the story. Steve Futterman standing by. He is right now in Malibu. So, Steve, what are you seeing and hearing around you right now?
Well, sadly, in the last hour, the winds have started to kick up, and this was predicted. The Santa Ana winds, they are called. These are devil winds, some people describe them, and these are the winds that firefighters have most feared. Yesterday was a bit of a respite. The winds died down as predicted, but as forecasters said this morning, they have picked up again. We expect this to continue for the next 3 days, next 72 hours, so not a pleasant prediction. Wind gusts could reach around 100 kilometers an hour, and this is the big fear firefighters have. The wind gusts will catch on to smoldering fire bits and pieces of what were once hot spots and kick them up again. Hot spots can then blow into other areas, so there is a domino effect that they're concerned about. They're monitoring it, obviously, on the ground and from the air. We now have approaching 200 structures and homes that have been destroyed just in this fire. This does not concern the Northern California fire. One bit of good news in the last hour, we had a briefing. The fire is now 10% contained. Now behind me is one of the roadblocks. The canyon roads into Malibu Canyon remain completely blocked off. This is called Canyon Doom Road, if you know the area here. So areas like Malibu, Thousand Oaks, Calabasas, Agoura Hills, if you've ever been in this area, portions of these areas remain cut off. These are mandatory evacuation areas, so most people have left their homes. Inside Malibu Canyon, we've seen lots of damage. We've seen streets where home after home after home have been destroyed, and the fear is that we're going to get a repeat of what we had Thursday and Friday, today, tomorrow, and Tuesday.
Well, certainly people are in standby throughout the greater Los Angeles area as a result of these fires. But, you know, as we watch what is happening here and as people in California deal with this tragedy, we are hearing from the U.S. president right now in France to take part in Remembrance Day ceremonies there. But he is using the opportunity to point a finger of blame for these wildfires. Tell us about that.
Well, this is something President Trump actually did last year. He does not like the way California does what he calls its forest management. This may have more to do with California being an area that has voted against him or doesn't really support him. Many of the lawmakers, both Democrat and Republican here in California, have really criticized the president, saying that his comments are totally inappropriate, especially at this time when firefighters, emergency crews are trying to save homes and try to make sure people are not going to die, not going to perish. However, in the end, most people expect California to get the funds it should get. This has never been an issue in the past. Lots of talk, but never in the end has the president really blocked any of the aid that California Fire would traditionally get from previous presidents. So there is a bit of politics involved in this. Many people not liking what the president has said, but we'll have to wait and see. If he does actually block federal funds, it will reach a new level. At the moment, it's more talk.
Steve, thank you for this. Appreciate the update. That is Steve Futterman in Malibu, California.